Hello, y'all. This is Julian Rico. This is a college football week 6 update. Of course, you might be thinking why I didn't do it yesterday. I was in the middle of, let's just say a little tired, too tired to do this update. But this is week 6 of college football update. Of course, I will do the NFL update tomorrow due to the weather alert as the game between the Steelers and the Cowboys playing at 9:45 p.m., which currently right now I'm just watching it and they are about to kick this game off. But in the meantime, this is college football week 6 update. It's been crazy football this past today and yesterday. Of course, yesterday got even crazier with undefeated teams out, no longer undefeated. So let's get to these games. Let's start with the biggest one. Alabama falling to Vanderbilt 35-40. Their quarterback passed about 16 out of 20, 254 passing yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. Vanderbilt beats an AP #1 team in the country for the first time, and they were celebrating on that day. If you want to check their celebration, what a party in Nashville. They took down the goalpost and then took it all the way to the river. Awesome to see what college football brings us. Anything is possible. Never know. You're coming off a big win against Georgia. Now you come in Vanderbilt. You lose to Vanderbilt. Anything is possible. This is why we love college football. That's a big win for Vanderbilt. For Alabama, now you get the feeling of there's something going on right there as of now. But yeah. Let's go to the other games. Iowa falls to the 13th ranked team in the country, Ohio State, 35-7. How about Jeremiah Smith? 4 receptions, 89 receiving yards, a touchdown in the air, and a great one-handed catch in the end zone. Freshmen are killing this. They're killing off this season. Ohio State is ranked number 2 today. They are going to be tested against the Oregon Ducks, the 3rd-ranked team in the country, which, again, AP poll has been released today. That is the game of the week. Well, we got some other good games that are also going to be in the list too. For example, Alabama, who fall to 6, taking on Tennessee. That's another game to keep an eye on, which we'll get to Tennessee right now because their undefeated streak is over, losing to Arkansas 14-19. Shocker in Arkansas, and the Razorbacks are 4-1 in the season. I'm surprised. What a shocker right there. Number 5th team in the country, Georgia, gets back in the winning column with a 31-13 win against their southern rival Auburn. Carson Beck on 23 out of 29, 240 passing yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. Penn State getting a respectable win against UCLA, which it was a dominated air and ground game for Penn State. That's the 7th team in the country. Penn State takes down UCLA 27-11. That's just the start. They're 5-0 yet again. And their next opponent is USC. Miller Moss coming in there, going to Miller Moss's town in USC, I believe. That is another good game. Again, we're now going to these good games that are going to be called, game of the week or game of the year or the most spectacular game of the year. So we're going to be seeing those really soon. Let's go to the late night. 8th ranked team in the country, Miami, taking down the Cal Golden Bears 39-38. That was a great game for both teams. Unfortunately, for Cal, it's a tough loss. But again, Miami stays undefeated. Ranked versus ranked team, first ever for first game, ranked to ranked game, the only game for week 6. End up with Texas A&M getting a massive win at home in their stadium as they take down the 9th ranked team in the country, Missouri, 41-10. Their running back Moss, 12 carries, 138 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. So you got to think this Texas A&M team is getting really on the right track under Mike Elko as as their new coach. Let's get to the others. Michigan falling to Washington. Washington fans are celebrating that win, 27-17. And today, Michigan falls from number 10 to number 24. So there is some concerns right there in Michigan. Now they got to get back on track. They cannot afford going to a 4-3 record, which that would mean their chances of competing for the national championship, its doors are shut. But for now, losing to Washington, wake up. I earlier talked about USC, and USC losing to Minnesota 24-17 as the 11th team in the country falls in Minnesota. Ole Miss need a win, and they get one. They get a must-win game against South Carolina, 27-33. And a lot of people picked South Carolina this game. I picked the Rebels in this one. I said that this would be a need win for them because they cannot go 0-2 in their conference. So what happens? Well, Ole Miss gets the win. And speaking of that, Clemson, the 15th team in the country, Clemson getting a big win against FSU, 29-13. 16th team in the country, Iowa State destroys Baylor, 43-21. Boise State, shout out to that school as that program, it was tremendous. 30-62 against Utah State. How about Ashton Jeanston, 13 carries, 186 rushing yards, 3 on the ground. And this guy is a Heisman Trophy favorite right behind Cam Ward, Jackson Dart. Keep an eye on that running back, man. He's playing really good in the Mountain West. SMU upsets 22 team in the country, Louisville 34-27. And then the Hoosiers are undefeated as they take down Northwestern 41-24, and they have clinched. They're the first team to clinch an eligible bowl game. So, hey Hoosiers fans, how do you feel about undefeated right now? And this is just the start. You're 5-0. Now let's see where this Hoosiers team goes through. Here are the other games that happened today. Actually, from yesterday. Boston College falls to Virginia 24-14. Pittsburgh is 5-0. Yes, 5-0 as they took down North Carolina 34-24. And a lot of I think the head coach of the Tar Heels is probably under pressure of his job right now. All prayers to Grayson McCall, who did go down in the Wake Forest NC State game, so prayers to him. But in the meantime, Wake Forest getting a win, 34-30, a tough loss at home, but a big road win for Wake Forest. Not only Miami traveled to California to play Cal, but Virginia Tech taking down Stanford 31-7, and Virginia Tech back in the winning column. This was surprising. Charlotte. Shout out to the University of Charlotte. 55-24 against East Carolina against the Pirates. I picked the Pirates to win this game, not expecting the Niners to get this win against their good old foes in the East Carolinas and the Pirates. Rutgers' winning streak is over as they fall to Nebraska 7-14. Rare score game, but Nebraska gets this win really big against a Rutgers team that are coming off an impressive win against Washington. West Virginia getting a dominant win against Oklahoma State 38-14. Big one for the Mountaineers. This is a game I not expected predict, but Colorado State and Oregon State, both teams in a 2 overtime game, and Oregon State wins it 39-31. And hopefully the future for the Pac-12 will see that happen in 2026. ULM, shout out to ULM for taking down James Madison Dukes, who were coming off an impressive win against, I believe, North Carolina, if I'm right, for this one. 19-21 as ULM knocks off the undefeated James Madison Dukes. The Gators need a must-win in the Swamp, and they get one against the Knights of UCF, 24-13. Duke goes to Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech, hey, we're still talking about you guys, and they get a win, 24-14 against the undefeated Duke team. Is there something wrong with Kansas Jayhawks? As the Jayhawks fall to Arizona State, 31-35. And after that impressive win against Utah, Arizona falls to Texas Tech 28-22. All right, this is where I call the shout-out games. This is the shout-out to those schools who played in these good games and some games that are not some good ones. Shout-outs to the University of UConn for this huge win against Temple, 20-29. Another shout out to Coastal Carolina as they get a thriller with Old Dominion 37-45. Where are the Spartans of San Jose State with a huge win against Nevada 35-31? The Aztecs of San Diego State getting a big win against Hawaii 24-27. Where's the Ball State Cardinals? The Cardinals of Ball State getting a disappointing loss against the Western Michigan University. Shout out to that school, and also Ball State. Don't worry, shout out to you guys also. Houston getting a massive win against TCU, 30-19. This was a Friday game. Also, shout out to Syracuse in a huge win against 25th team in the country, UNLV, 44-41. And we have one more program to shout out to. The University of Sam Houston State University, undefeated in their conference. I believe the AAC or a different conference. They took down the winless UTEP 41-21. Shout out to the Cougars. They are undefeated in their conference, and nobody expected to talk about Sam Houston State. So awesome. So give a shout out to that program, and they're remaining undefeated in their conference. Yes, I only got this football because, the Panthers lost. That's out of the way. Again, I will do the NFL update tomorrow due to the weather delay from the Cowboys and Steelers game. I will do the NFL update tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. If you want to see more of my videos, go to that my video, or you can just view my channel. You can just find all my details, and maybe you want to give me a subscriber channel. So subscribe right there to that subscribe button, notification bell for more college football news. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and the road to 50 subscribers is closer. We got 47. Let's keep it up. But I also hoping the road of 100 subscribers would be a milestone moment for me and doing these videos for you guys and for those Latinos. No te olvido de los Latinos allá en México y Puerto Rico y donde estás. Yo estoy haciendo español para ustedes. Nos vemos en la próxima, Dios. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.